Hi, I'm Despa. You're watching be83, and this is another episode of Meet the Artists.
Basically.
So you're watching Meet the Artists, and today I'm here with Mr. Mayhem. What's going on?
Alright, then.
Good to see you, bruv. Good to see you.
Yeah.
I think we were just talking off camera about this is your second interview ever.
Yeah.
And who was your first interview
I
with?
done it with Berms' Grime in it and Fringe, basically.
Okay.
And I was with hair in it.
I had you on the Despa Robinson show in like 2005.
Yeah.
And in all that time, this is your second interview ever.
Yo, interviews are long, basically. You get me? But obviously, yeah, second thing in it. And I'm trying this stuff now in it.
Big music time.
Basically, yeah.
So, how old was it? Like when I first met you back in like all them years ago, 2005? How old were you then?
2005, I was probably about like 14, 15 basically.
14, 15.
Yeah.
And you were in, and still are.
Yeah, obviously it was an NODB thing basically, but obviously
NODB.
Yeah, but obviously niggas on the block in it.
Yeah,
NODB, that was the foundation. But obviously I still keep the name because it's more than the crew thing now in it.
Yeah.
Obviously they're my peoples
Yeah.
all the time. Them niggas can go to my mum's and ask for chicken when I ain't there, basically.
Yeah.
You get me? So it's all good now, you get me? Nice
So,
one.
how did you get started in music? Because you were 15, and I know you were going before then as well. How did all that come about? Niggas on the block, everything.
Fucking hell. Basically, I started spitting probably from early. I started spitting from primary school, year 6 primary school.
Yeah.
But like, cause man was semi-active in other stuff. Man knew man anyway.
Yeah.
You get me? So they knew that I had bars and that anyway. So like community centers and that.
Yeah.
All them kind of things was getting shut down. By the time I was like 13, 14 in like year 8 and that, man, I like shutting down Bluetooth and that. Like, obviously then there's no YouTube. So you have to be real then. All these little, basically there was no YouTube then. So to get known, you would have to go to dances. And go to raves. And to all them MCs that was in their bed them times, man was sneaking out man's house in it. Man was stealing cars and going to raves in it. Man was catching trains.
And what age were you then?
I was about fucking 14, 15,
See,
14 when man was hitting raves. But like by then man's name was like on the underground thing, like NODB, all the youths knew about man, cause man was youths out south basically.
Yeah.
So easy for them to relate with, man, you get me?
Yeah.
But man, like by the time like 06 times, obviously man was doing sets with the older MCs. We was the only youths doing sets with the older MCs, like your Devilmans. Midlands Mafias, Evaders and that, like Badness. None of the other MCs my age could even go on a set with them basically. Man would laugh at them basically. We couldn't come in Oxygen rooms when them man was there, you get me?
Oxygen rooms, man. There was the days, bro.
Trust me. So
them were the days, trust me.
You get me? From then basically, like stuff was happening, man. It was going off, man.
So
clash thing basically.
So before there was YouTube, and I remember this, and you just actually made me remember, before there was YouTube, people used to send things around on their phones on Bluetooth.
It's a Bluetooth thing, or you have to go to like carnival sets and things like that. You have to shut down all the carnivals. Man used to go to all the parties, all the dances. Man weren't even old enough to get in, but like, yo, bulleting in it, we're getting in it. There's bare of us, so you have to let us in basically. Until like man started accepting man after a while. Took time though. You get me? Took time, man, basically.
So who is the original members of NODB?
The original members of NODBs, you know what? The original members are still here together. Yeah. And that's basically me, Deadly, and Miles.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where us three, we've known each other from. Like, I've known Deadly from reception. Like, I've known Miles from like probably 9 or something like that. So I've known man from day one basically. Yeah. And then obviously there was other members. So there was Fistman, Fiasco, Ace One, you get me?
Ace One Wowzers,
Ace One Wowzers, you get me? Like basically the foundation was me, Miles, Ace, Fiasco, Deadly. You get what I'm saying? Fistman.
Yeah.
And then other stages, there was other members that was in NODB but no, like came off like basically like Little G, Like that also was in
Where's Lil G,
MDK.
bruv?
Obviously, Lil G don't spit no more, but obviously,
Yeah,
man, no, like, you get me, know from day one. So he was in NODB as well. Tempo was in NODB as well. A lot of people don't even know that. You get what I'm saying?
I think I got told
You
this
get
a
me?
while ago.
He was
you
in
know?
NODB like at one stage still. You get me? And a lot of people don't even know
A
that.
lot of people won't know. A lot of people won't
know
know.
from day one
A
as
lot of
well.
people will not
Basically,
know
from
that.
way back.
So that's an exclusive.
You get me? Basically.
Basically.
You get me? But yeah, that was how it started, and then mostly it was like from there. It was mostly then like man with pen basically. And then when that happened, that was like NODB gone. That was me, Deadly, and Miles gone. You get me?
So,
and man's friends around man as well on the road.
Yeah.
So like obviously, basically, yeah.
So how long were you in prison for?
3 years basically.
So
you
you
get
came,
me? Just under 3 actually. Just under three. Just under 3. Yeah.
Oh, we're not going to talk about what it was for or anything, but you came out of the
2011.
2011,
basically.
and then from there,
it went Peakham. All right then.
it's from there 2011.
Yeah.
You've come back out onto the scene.
Yeah, man. From 2011, like obviously it's not just a man on my own thing. It's the men's them. You get me?
Yeah.
Come out of jail. Obviously stay fresh. They was putting in mad work out here. You get me? Obviously man come around. Man showed man. Yo man are doing this thing out here. You get me? But even like before I even linked up with Stay Fresh when I come out and I just basically. Hitman was the first man that hollered me.
He was, you know. I remember, was he in the Word on Road video? I think it was the first. Was that or the Grind Blog video?
Hitman hollered me instantly. Like, yo, fam, I know you got bars. I know you're gonna do this music thing. And I wasn't really like, I knew like I was still writing in there, but I wasn't sure if I was. That's what I wanted to do. You get what I'm saying? So like, I didn't even know about YouTube and that. Like, I was like, whoa, like channels.
Because that whole time you were in, that stuff came around while you were inside.
Mad.
True.
Like all that new stuff happened whilst I was away.
Yeah.
So it was mad trying to adapt in that. Basically, obviously, man just hollered. Hitman hollered me. He brought Word on Road. Man just done a little freestyle and that. Boom. Freestyle went nuts. You get me? There was on it. And I was thinking, yeah, man, proper things, basically.
And then you did the Grind Blog. Was it the Splash?
The Grind Blog, the Splash video. From that just turned up the whole thing. You get me? From that happened now. Basically, man, like, yo, Mayhem's out, man, looking swammy and that. Basically, you get me? Like, yo, obviously everyone was on it and that, and like, just carried on like that. You get me? Like, man, just kept doing my own thing, and obviously, I got the foundation around man still, and the men's them stay fresh and that, and like, everyone's just doing their thing, man. It's good, man.
So from then to now, actually, before I get into that, we talk about Splash. Now, I remember when that Grind Blog video came out, and it was called Splash, and you had the splash and and that was the new slang.
Yeah.
Where did what does the splash mean? How did you come up with it? And let's talk about Mayhem and language for a second.
Well, basically, there's bare pagans out here making up the dictionary in it. So man said I'm gonna do my own thing in it. Basically, you get me?
Yeah.
So boom, like it started from the Pum Pum Panache tune. Like, you don't get no Pum Pum Panache. Like, obviously, people don't even know Predator made that beat, you know. So
I didn't know that either.
Predator made that beat. You see, the men's them have been around for
a long time.
Predator went to school with me, making beats in the studio upstairs. Smoking fags, menful fags out the window and that. You get what I'm saying? Like the school studio, and like man met Predator that way. You get what I'm saying? Like he was always making beats. You get me? Like. So like he sent me that beat. That was like his like. You get me? That tune there kind of put me. That was the first tune that everyone that fucked up Bluetooth basically. You get me? So Predator sent me the beat. Obviously, man like AD, can't forget AD. AD's been around from like original men's then basically. Of course. From day one, you get me? Boom. AD's got the beat. He sent it. We've done our thing. Put it out there. You get me? But it started from the Pum Pum Panache. And the crash. So basically,
why the
It's the expression. Like first, it's the because I never knew no one else was doing it basically, and I started doing it, and it sounded good. So man was running with the things, and man for wait there. Man can turn this into all sorts of stuff. You get me? I thought I got myself onto a little thing here. Plus, it's like obviously, if anyone knows me in personal, like obviously, it's like expressions. You get me? So like. The words like, alright then, like say splash, it could mean various different things depending on how you're expressing yourself at the time. Like it could be an outburst, like
Yeah.
you splash them, like
Yeah,
how you
yeah,
say
yeah.
bang. You get what I'm saying? You splash them, or you might be splash them like, yo, man got the whammy in it. Like,
Yeah,
man will
yeah.
back out the splash them in it, or like, yo, man just met the virus thing. Man are gonna give it the splash 'em. You get me?
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
you get me? Man are gonna like flood it out.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
But like, I got a bit too deep there in it.
Why? It's the YouTube, bro. Don't worry about it. It's not television, man. It's okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, there's variations of the thing. My phone's ringing. Don't
It's
even
okay.
care. That's how it goes.
That's how
out
it
there,
happens
basically.
sometimes.
You get me? So yeah.
So
man.
you got the variations of the words. So I've known
Wait, I got it
you,
in my
man.
pocket.
I've known
Yo,
you,
this
man.
is-
Carry on. Do what you
Despa
do.
thing. Bad man thing. Man, I'm gonna put that on silent.
And that is one cracked phone.
Yo, don't basically bear smashems.
So basically, you've even got me doing it now. We were talking about language and all those kinds of things, and I knew you guys for like setting trends with the crunkers and the all the words from back in the day.
Of course.
Like you guys have been known for kind of like setting the trends with that kind of stuff. Is that something that kind of happens like naturally, or
You know what?
is
I
it
don't
just
even
like
think about it, you know. Like,
Just do it.
Just whatever happens, and then obviously men just start saying it, and then like the people them just start cracking and saying
Yeah.
it too, basically.
Yeah.
You get me? Like,
All right then.
Alright then, like how right about now, it's a basically thing, and it's
Yeah,
alright then.
yeah.
You get me? Basically. But
All right
that's
then.
all it is.
Um,
Alright then.
So jumping forward to when you got out and you talking about, you know, Hitman, you linked up with Hitman, he showed you what was going on with the
Yeah.
YouTube and everything.
Yeah.
From there, what did you do then? Because I remember there was a CD that you put out.
Yeah, Mr. Splash. Well, basically, the first CD I done was Mr. Splash, but that was like a test run.
Yeah.
Because I came out of jail, and it just seemed like everyone was making everyone do everything for them, basically. And when I was young, and like we was doing things, just like you needed a product, like man made NODB on the road,
Yeah,
DVD
yeah, you
back
just
in the
did it.
day. Man was like 15, putting out DVDs and CDs in shops and that. You get me? So like I'm thinking, where's the music? Everyone's out here saying they're the best. And no
Yeah,
one's not,
yeah,
man can't even
yeah.
get their own beats. They're the best on some American beats
Yeah,
or
yeah.
some next geezer's beat. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, alright, then safe. I'm gonna just try and do a CD on my own. And me and AD, that was basically me and AD's little project.
Yeah,
Mr.
the one with
Splash,
Mr.
you get what I'm
Splash.
saying? And
Yeah.
we just went through it. Man never even paid no one to do no mixing down on that CD. That was like AD and like recording all over the place. And
Oh, yeah, 'cause you recorded
remember I was
with
some in the
Brewski-
studio,
with Brewski
some
as
with
well, yeah.
Brewski,
Yeah, I
some at
remember.
Loans' studio.
remember. Went
Man
there.
just went with the flow kind of thing,
Yeah,
just done it whatever,
yeah.
you get me? So like that come out and that like that was like a little benchmark for me. You get
Yeah,
me?
what was the response on
You
that
get
from
me?
the
Like,
fans?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was a good response, but no one like it was like people never even knew. Like plus it was like I was at a stage where I still didn't know what I wanted to do myself.
Yeah.
Like I knew that I could make a CD and pull it out there and put it on iTunes on my own.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? I knew that, but alright, then safe. Now I know I can do that. What next? You get what I'm saying? Man, I'm gonna have to upgrade the music basically.
Mm. Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I think that's what led on to Ispeakem. Basically, I tried to like with the Ispeakem, different kind of beats, different kind of producers, got better quality mix.
It is a very.
get
I
what
was
I'm
listening to it on the way in here today, and I
Okay.
even thought that to myself. It is a very, very different sound to
Yeah.
the first one.
Okay.
It seems a bit more accessible in terms of, because the first one I remember was a bit like dark.
Yeah,
Kind
that
of
was
dark
just me and
sounding.
Darks. You get old type
That
Darks.
makes
you know.
sense. That makes
It was
sense.
just more time. You get me? Because, you know, I have to big up Darks, you know, before I even go any further. Because, yo, this man, before I went pen, he never even made nothing to do with music.
Yeah.
He never even made beats.
Yeah.
He used to just roll with us.
Yeah.
You get what
yeah.
I'm saying? I come out and this guy was like, yo, Mayhem, I've been waiting for you to come out, you know, fam.
Sick, bro.
Like, I'm like, I went in his living room.
Because I hadn't heard of him really
Big
before
fam. I went
you
into
were
his
around.
living
Yeah,
room,
yeah.
fam. A man had like bare equipment in his living room.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo fam, I come out of jail and you turn into Dr. Dre and you got a you get what I'm saying? Thinking, yo, we'll go I love that, you get what I'm saying? You kept
Yeah,
it real,
yeah,
you get what I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
fam? And when he started playing the beats, I was like, yo fam, alright then basically. You get what I'm saying?
And so you're saying it did quite well with your fans and stuff
Yeah,
when
man,
it came
because
out.
it keeps the rawness of the old school,
Yeah,
the, like,
yeah.
just the anger that man used to just always just like, obviously, you get me? That's why I started music, to be honest,
Yeah.
because I just thought I could murk everyone. I
Yeah.
thought I was more on the clashing kind of
Yeah.
thing, like Deadly handled the bars
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
finesse.
Yeah, yeah.
You get what I'm
And you
saying?
were
Like
just-
Deadly just done that, like Deadly just done that. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
done his thing, and I was just about, alright, then safe. I think anyone that thinks they're sick, I can make you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. I don't even.
KRA's
you could
already
be
been banned.
From the shittest MC on the roadside to the biggest MC making the biggest money.
Yeah.
I don't care. I
Yeah.
can make you. That's what it was
Yeah.
basically. You get me? So.
And what you just said just now takes me on to another question I was going to ask you.
Go on.
Wiley.
Basically, you know what? I don't even know why I'm still getting asked about this guy, fam.
I don't even know how it started.
Basically, man got gassed in it because it's in the SBTV popping off in it. And he thought, basically, this is what I honestly think, if I be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly think, yeah. He saw, because Wiley's a mastermind, you know.
He's a genius.
He's not around for no reason.
Yeah, yeah.
He's out here because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So anyway now, boom. He just done a little thing. He just set a little trap. Yeah, knowing me, you get me, man. I'm gonna get all like.
What was this like? What was the trap?
Like it wasn't even a thing. Like I was on Twitter how it started.
Okay.
And a fan tweeted me, like, "Yo, Wiley's eating your bars and that." Like he's saying like, what was he saying now? Like it was just on some talk basically.
See.
You get me?
Yeah.
And like it was like, yeah, he's eating. You get me? So like. Obviously it's Twitter, so man weren't taking on like listening to that really. But then the same fans atted me and Wiley and sent me the tune.
Okay.
So I've heard the tune.
And that became a bit more
and
apparent as to
I
what's
just
going
thought,
on.
fuck that. Let's get this guy in it. But this geezer tried to do all this. I don't know. You talk. You blood. You was phoning my fucking phone, telling me to send for you. Fuck you on about. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, is that what happened?
Fam.
What, around the same time or before?
Nah, I mean around the same time. Like
as it was
all
happening.
going on, he was gassing me. Let's do this, man. I'm gonna feed you, bro. Yeah.
See.
All of that stuff. But we know how Wiley does his thing, innit? I wasn't really watching that. Innit?
Okay.
As I said, I only got pissed because he tried to say he didn't know me.
Yeah.
When I know these geezers from Leeds.
Back in the day.
Leeds,
Yeah.
When you lot was the big guys, and we was the youths running in the rave, basically. So don't chat shit, blood. You get me? That's it.
All right then. All right. So now, cause I didn't actually know.
Birmingham. Don't try and fog Birmingham off, cause it's serious, blood. That's it, innit?
I didn't know the ins and outs of it. So now I understand. So you've gone.
Obviously he's doing his thing, but
yeah, obviously he's what 3 number ones, mobile award. Yeah, he's still getting asked about it now. So
fam, you get me? I'm still getting asked about it
yeah,
now, fam.
Yeah.
You get me? I don't mind that, but that's good, fam. Man,
yeah.
Why he chatting shit? You get me? That's good. I could say that. You get what I'm saying? That's a good thing, fam.
So we're talking about, you came out in 2011. A lot of things changed in the 3 years before, you know, while you were in prison. And you mentioned coming out and looking at the way you used to do things and kind of doing things yourself again.
Yeah.
How do you think the scene's changed from back in the day, like the 06, 07 times when we were just getting started really, to now? Like what's changed and what's better?
Good and bad points.
Yeah.
Good points about back in the day. It was real. It was real in it. Like it was. If you was a bullshit guy,
yeah,
you would get taken out soon.
Quick.
Because you would have a set at some gutter rave.
Yeah, or Oxygen.
Yeah.
You have to walk in there.
You get me? A man would come there.
Yeah.
And you, even just to have a booking in a certain club, you need to hold that up because this club is a certain way.
Yeah.
And that's how it was in 06.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of these geezers that are around now could never survive in that kind of, you get me? That's why there wasn't around. There was around, you know, but they stayed in their bedroom. You get me? Because outside was scary then.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But now, YouTube, that was the good thing. But the bad thing about back in the day was like, there was no network.
Yeah.
There was no togetherness. If you wanted to meet the right guy, it might take you 5 years to meet the right guy.
Yeah, because it wasn't easy to meet people.
You get me? How much people lived in London then?
Yeah,
apart from Londoners.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So like, it's long, but like back then it was very hard to grow then.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? To go forward. Where now it's like very easy now. Like come on, you can put our video out literally.
Yeah, straight away.
Your next door neighbor could have got that camera for Christmas.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then come and record you, and they like that video.
Yeah.
Now you're in the game.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like it can like start very. That's the good thing, though.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's downsides to that. That means, like, there's a lot of guys that are just really pagans, and like they don't care about no one because. If they had love for the scene, they just want to take as much as they can for themselves and then get off and do what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? I think, and this is the problem with Birmingham. You get me? This is why we're still where we are. because it's not like we've had big guys.
Yeah.
Like we've had loads of people from Birmingham that I've known, going way back to the hip hop days, to your Morris Doubters and that. We've had like loads of people.
It's true, you know.
You get what I'm saying? Don't think that Birmingham are not out here. It's just like man are not making the right moves with the when they get the power. Man get a little bit and then try and think, yes, I'm nice. And then you forget how you got it in the first place. You get me? And then it goes all peak. You get what I'm saying? Man ain't even on that. You get what I'm saying? Man are just trying to do this thing proper, but you get what I'm saying, fam?
So I mean, you talked about like problems with the Birmingham scene. How do you see doing at the moment? What do you see for the future of Birmingham music?
The best thing is all eyes are on us. So like, you see, like when we used to complain and like, oh, no one don't, like people, everyone wants to know what's going on. So all you MCs out there, this is your time to put in your work, because it's like, it's not a dickhead thing no more, you get me? It's not just like, yo, a little thing, you get me? You can do good off it if you want to, you get me? It's all up to you, really, you get what I'm saying? Everyone's looking at us now where it wasn't, but it's like, I don't know, there's just too much pagan stuff going, man. You know, like when your head gets big, big head stuff going on, fam, and then when you don't get supported, man don't know why. It's because you're on that big head thing, innit, fam? It's not even about your talent now, it's just man's attitude to the team, just being normal, fam. You know what I'm saying? No one's not like, yo, no one out here ain't making hundreds of bags of music in Birmingham, so don't chat no shit, man. You get what I'm saying, fam? Like, if you get to stop acting like you are, and you're trying to make it still, there's enough man doing good. Tell you that, fam.
There's a lot of people.
There's man doing good now, and there's more and more people doing their thing. You get what I'm saying? You get me? But it's like, just keep
you think it just
humble,
needs a bit more humbleness and unity to it.
Like, just all the pretending fake, like, I care about Birmingham, when really, you just want to go London and chill with Londoners and turn into a Londoner in about 6 months, basically. That's what most man either blow and do, or they're trying to blow now, but that's what they want to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, fuck you if that's what you're on, innit? I said that, innit? Like, let's just do shit normal. If we keep just forgetting about where we come from, like, what's gonna happen? You get what I'm saying? Like, what happens when I'm 30 and that? Like, no one's gonna care about me when I'm 30.
It's true. You gotta bring people through. Definitely.
You get me? That's what man don't like realize. You get me? Because they're just bedroom geeks, basically. Most man pretending to be something else that they're not. That's what I personally think.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
At the same time, but like, fuck that anyway, man. It's all going good right now.
I want to ask you a question.
Go on then, there.
I've been in raves when you have turned the place over again
with the splashes and
again, and you've had that from day. I've seen that happen for 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah, of course.
Do you think that's missing out of certain MCs at the moment? Because I know that you can do that and you do that very well. Is it still important to shut down a rave?
You know what it is? I don't even want to say missing, because alright then, say there's no two ways about it. The music game has changed. So like, it's a different thing now. Me personally, I think if you want to make it long term, you want to have all tools in your box. You get what I'm saying? You want to be able to do everything. Me personally, the rave scene, that's where I grew up on. That's the platform. That was like, if you just walking up to the stage is a big thing, but if you could walk up to the stage, grab that mic, and no one in that crowd don't know who you are because you're just some little kid. You get what I'm saying? And you can turn it up. Then you're about your thing. Everyone in that rave is gonna talk about you, not the big name that was also there. They're gonna talk about the little kid that was fucking it up more than the big name geezer. You get what I'm saying? And like, cause I was thinking like that, I just thought, you know, I'm always gonna just like, that's what I'm on. Like, man, wherever I'm making tunes and that. Like, if you listen to most of the NODB stuff back in the day, like, even my name will get mentioned on the tune, but I'm not actually on the tune. Cause man was just doing other stuff, you get me? Like, man was thinking tune, long, oxygen rooms on that, dance on that, you get me? Like, tune, studio, environment, that's long, you get what I'm saying? Man, I had to get my own studio. You get me? To just really
focus on the music.
Yeah, man, trust me, fam, definitely.
I can, you know what, as well, I can hear that. Like I said, I was listening to the project as I was on the way in, preparing for the interview, and I can hear the difference between this project and the last one. Of course. You've definitely worked on Excel. And
I'm getting older as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm growing up.
How old do you know?
Counts. Born my class. Man, like 23, just turned 24 like yesterday.
The length of time I've known you, it still surprises me that you're still you're only 23, like
just turned 24.
Oh yeah, just you know, you still got like a
24,
lot of time, but you've spent a lot of time in the game already, like 10 years.
Yeah, of course, it's mad still. Obviously, man, I'm just trying to keep it focused, man.
And you're definitely trying to progress and push the music.
Of course, man. There's no point doing it for no reason. Like, if I can do it, like, especially now, you can try and like actually make P off it and do like, you get me, make like you can set up things. You can think, oh yo, I want to do this and be here, and it works out. You get me? Like, really, music was just a free for all before. You get me? Run up on sets, run up on everything was just run up and aggression. You get what I'm saying? That's all it was for me personally. Not everyone, for me personally. You get me? But now it's like, obviously, man, open my eyes a bit. You get me?
So, I mean,
the
obviously,
producers as well, you know. Big up the producers in the thing, because they're opening up like
a lot of doors.
You're making different kind of music now, so you're giving us, the artists, like more work to do. But it's good because it's making us progress, man. It's definitely good, man. Big up the producers as well, man.
So, obviously, with the progression of the music, you have to have a plan and the progression of the business.
Basically. Now,
is that something that you're spending time focusing on? It's like the business side of what you're doing in music.
You know what? I don't even like people knowing about that. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, that's what man trying to do in the code. Like, you get me? I'm just trying to learn in it. That's what it is, in it. Man, I'm trying to learn in it. Like, man, I can adapt skills to anything in it. So like obviously, man, I'm trying to just learn everything and keep my eyes open and just see what's going out here in it. You get me? Basically.
Are you working with anybody in terms of collaborations or anything for the future? What projects are you working on next?
Obviously, it's P comes out on iTunes and now HMV, Sainsbury's, all over the place. Boom, man, working on the next CD right now. Obviously, Safwan, Deadly, Brothers, man, that's just number one. That's just normal. Obviously, when I say collabs, I don't even think of them two as a collab. That's like man around anyway. We do tunes normally. You get me? That's just friends. That's just man doing our thing. But obviously, man done a little thing with Big Nasty the other day.
I saw that on Insta.
Like, obviously, new CDs in the process.
Is that gonna be on your next CD? Is that gonna be on his?
CD.
Is that your next CD?
A little bit of P money on it. You get me? A little bit of couple. I don't like saying it's too early. It's still cooking, fam. It's still on the stove right now, fam. I don't like making people know about it.
You got a name for it yet? You think about anything?
Nah. I don't tell you nothing. Just know that basically it's going to be more than alright then, innit?
And if people want to find out about your projects and what's coming out, where can they get in touch with Mayhem and find out about what you're doing?
Twitter, Instagram, like obviously you're going to put all of that up anyway. Facebook, man, ain't really on Facebook like that. On Twitter and Insta more time, but like obviously there, man. Ministry of Mayhem, innit? Like, man, I'm trying to think.
And is that your label business name?
Yeah. That's me, innit? That's the man's. That's like in 3 years, all you motherfuckers, man, gonna know about Ministry of Mayhem, innit? But obviously, that's in the background, innit? Really.
Where do you see yourself in 3, 5, 10 years? Like,
you know what? Me, Saf, and Deadly was having this conversation like a couple of days ago on some Hazem. Like, what the fuck? Like, where we gonna be? Like, what do we want? Basically. Like, and like, when it's a hard thing to say, you know, because every day it's like everything's changing. But to be honest, I'm just like, I just want to be comfortable in it. Like, I'm not even, I know Rick Ross P Diddy shit. Like, obviously that's not what man want. Like that in it. Man just want to be able to, like, obviously, man, I got what I need, and fucking I can feed who I need to feed. You get what I'm saying? And that's it.
It's important still.
Like, man, don't want to come out of my mum's house or come out of my house and there's like 1 trillion fans and I can't go to the corner shop. Like, man, that's not what man about. You get me? Basically, I just want to be good. You get me? Basically, you get me?
All right then. And for anybody,
5 years, 3 years, man, basically, man, just gonna be turning up shit as normal, innit? You get me? Basically.
And for anybody that's out there, if you got anything else you want to say that I didn't ask you?
Watch out for the men's them, innit? Car we coming, you pagans.
Mayhem, thanks.
Don't know. Splash 'ems.
And that's been another episode of Meet the Artists. I'm Despa. You're watching be83. Catch you next time.
All right then.
Do you want to know the honest?
I want
honest
to
truth?
know, what do you listen to?
Nothing. If it's not myself and it's not an instrumental,
exaggerating when I'm saying from the day that it happened, I've been drunk every night, and that's not good for someone like me.